Hey, what's up guys? So this is the next build I've been working on, which is a Fire Golem Elementalist Summoner. This build is a really nice all-around character based around Fire Golems. These minions are really quite bad at the start, but one of their skills, which is like a Fireball Barrage, is really strong, but has a really long cooldown. So the idea of the build is to stack a bunch of gem quality and also jewels that give them cooldown reduction, so they only spam the barrage as much as possible. Other than that, the build can stack a bunch of defensives through golem buffs, auras, and also the Spectre and Animate Guardian buffs. The main problem of the build is that it's really scary to do juiced or hard content because the Spectres and Animate Guardians cost a lot of money when they die. It's also really gem starved, I couldn't even fit in a movement skill. And also it's quite hard to scale further after the initial investment of like 50 divines. Okay, so this is my Fire Golem Elementalist. The reason I'm Elementalist is like the only option for Golem builds, gives you +2 Golems and Golem effect and stuff, really nice. And also these two nodes are quite good with just for damage, because Shaper of Storms makes you shock with your arc, and if you use Elemental like Lurbium, it also means the arc inflicts fire exposure, which gets doubled. So yeah, it's really nice. And also because all of my debuffs and stuff are in Trigger Wand, it means just spamming arc on stuff automates everything. Really nice. For the passive tree, it's just grab as much jewel slots as possible. You want to grab as much Primordial Harmonies. I have like 6 of these. And I also have Primordial Might for aggressive. Anima Stone for +1 Golem. And also I grab Bone Barrier from Necromancer, which makes me a bit more tanky. I don't know if it's worth it for 2 sockets, but yeah. And the other points is just like Curses, Aura Effect, Life, some minion scaling. And yeah, that's it. I also have a good amount of support through Chaos Golem and Stone Golem, gives me Pismith and Regen. I also have Animate Guardian, which gives me Fortify and Culling and can't be crit. And 4 Spectres that give me like Grace, Vitality, Discipline, also Endurance charges. And makes my minions a bit more tanky as well. And for my gear, or for my auras, I have Purity of Fire, Lightning, Cold, and Cemetery. How I can fit all of these in is through Devouring Diadem. And I also have a free determination through Guardian's Blessing on Stone Golem. Because this is really tanky minion, it doesn't really die at all. Even with the degen. And for the rest of the gear, it's just rares, like really good rares with like gem levels, minion damage, minion movement speed, life resists. And I also have double corrupted gloves, so I can buff my Spectres and Chaos Golem and Animate Guardian even further, so they're even more tankier. And I also have 2 uniques, which is Skin of the Lords. Because all of my defenses are through auras, I get a lot more armor evasion through this. And also it juices up my gems a lot. And also Ashes of the Stars, because it has a lot of synergy with my gems, and also gives me extra cooldown on the Flame Golems. And yeah, that's it for the build. It's not that good for the cost, I would say, but yeah, it's interesting. I did try some tier 17s that were doable, but the bosses took like 5 minutes. I don't want to really show that. So I'll just do like a quick Hydra. So the playstyle is like a, usual minion build. You just run around. Minions do all the work. You don't really have to interact with anything. And the coverage isn't that great on the golems, sadly. Something like ray spiders or just having some explosions would help a lot. It's also really gem starved, so I can't use like Frostblink or anything. But it doesn't really matter because all of my clear is based off the minions anyways. I also tried to run, instead of Ashes of the Stars, I also ran Defiance of Destiny sometimes, to make me a bit more tanky. But I felt it wasn't really needed. And for bosses, it's just, you want to keep your distance, so the minions don't go in melee range. Otherwise, they don't really spam the barrage as much. And just spam arc. So yes, single target on like 316s, it's decent. if they stop running around so much. Jesus. And yeah, that's it. That's it for the build. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you later.